Let's look at the lineup. We looked at the starting rotation. Here's kind of the projected lineup as it sits right now. And again, it's a lot of the guys that you saw at the end of last year. The concern becomes, how do you score runs? And what have you heard about Manzardo and the kind of player he can be? That's the guy that they got for Savali in that trade.
Yeah. Manzardo is really interesting, and you'll see him this year. I think there's no doubt about that. He's got pop in his bat. He's got bat to ball. He's a really intriguing prospect. People were very excited about his Arizona Fall League performance. Of course, it is Arizona. The ball flies, and the pitching crop this year in the Arizona Fall League was pretty suspect. But still, I mean, that's a guy that they targeted with the Savali trade, obviously, and he's going to get meaningful at bats for them this season. The lineup as a whole, the power is obviously very lacking. They were, I believe, second worst in slugging percentage in MLB last year. Their outfielders had, I think it was one of the 10 worst slugging percentage by an outfield in history, for a full season. And it doesn't project to be any better this coming year. I'll be curious to see how they handle DH, first base. Does Josh Naylor see some time in the outfield this year with Manzardo at first base? I mean, that could be a possibility to sort of upgrade the outfield in-house in a different way. And there's still things they could do in free agency. It hasn't happened yet, but there are still bats out there. Jorge Soler, Tommy Pham, as we sit here today, those guys are still out available in a slow-moving free agent class. But mostly, I think what you see is what you get, and you hope for some just, I talked about upside in the rotation. They're going to need upside from this lineup. They're going to need some guys who come out and establish themselves, and in some cases maybe surprise you, because on paper this does not project to be one of the best lineups in MLB.
Yeah.
That I can tell you for sure. They will not be in my top 10 lineups.